Hey guys, so today we're gonna go over hooks and uppercuts. So we're gonna waste no time, let's dive right in. First, we're gonna go back into our stance, into our guard. As always, chin down, shoulders up, hands at your temple level. Okay, and now, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the back hand first because the lead hand is a little bit more complicated. You will see why. I see lots of people having a few problems with that. We're gonna cover this. Every time you throw a punch, so again, it doesn't matter, hooks, jab cross, straight punches or uppercuts, everything starts from your hip. Hip and your foot, right? So you want to pivot on your foot, twist your hip, and you want to push your punch with your hip, right? One rule, you never go with your elbow behind your hip. You see what's happening? I'm completely exposing my face right now, okay? So from here, let's say I throw my right hand. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pivot on my foot, that's going to push my hip. My hip is going to push my elbow, okay, and I will throw my punch. Okay, it's a circular movement. It's not the same as a cross. Okay, that's a straight punch. That's a circular movement. Now, imagine when you're throwing your hook. Imagine you have an obstacle here. Okay, and you want to punch behind it. So starting with this hand, up, I want to go behind. Okay, boom. So again, protect yourself with your shoulder. So let's take a look again from this side. As soon as my hand is leaving my face, I come in with my shoulder to protect myself. Okay, so I don't bring my chin up. Same principles always and again with all the punches. Alright? Pivot, twist your hip, throw your punch. Now let's take a look at the lead hand. It's a little bit more complicated because we feel like we have no power, okay, when we punch with the lead hand. So what you can do, of course, you can just start from here, push your punch, twist your foot, okay, you can pivot on your foot, not too much, again in a second, and throw your punch. Now if you want to help yourself with some power, what you can do, this time you can actually load your punch. Okay? So what you want to do is first bring your back shoulder to the front. So this shoulder will go back. So what we're going to do is 1, okay, not too much, just a little, and then push from here, 2. Okay, this will give you a bit more power, but for now, I would focus on technique, not on power or speed. The lead foot, okay, so when you're throwing your lead hand hook, sometimes people pivot way too much. That's okay in boxing, all right? Let's do it again. So what people do, right? They bring the knee all the way in this way. The problem is you're exposing the back of your leg and your back. So as we said in the, I think, first video, you never want to do this. You never want to be sideways. You never want to expose your back to kicks, okay? So since your legs are already a little bit this way, so when you bend your knees, they should be facing the left knee to the left a little, the right knee to the right or straight. So you don't need to pivot all the way in, right? If you just go a little bit in, but you're still staying square with your hips, you'll be fine. So this way you can still check a kick. If you're in this position, if a kick comes, there's no way you can stop it. Okay? Just a little pivot here. Boom. Again, the same thing. Imagine you have an obstacle here. That would be your opponent's guard. Here would be the target, so his face, right? You want to go behind it. You don't want to keep your elbow bent on a 90 degrees angle. So again, sometimes we see people doing very, very tight hooks, okay? In Muay Thai, at this distance, you would throw elbows. So it's kind of useless even to practice in this way. Open it up more. More or less, depending on your distance. Now, the hand position. This is a lesson I want to share with you because I learned this from Ramon Dekkers himself. I was punching like most people, most of the time, with the thumb this way, towards me, okay? I was throwing hooks this way. That's more like old school boxing style. When Ramon saw that, he came to see me like, oh, no, you're doing it wrong. Took my hand, twisted it this way, okay, with the thumb up. Now for a couple reasons. First reason, when you go with your thumb in, there's a risk that you will hit your target with this little finger, your pinky finger. You can really easily break it or dislocate it, okay? So reason number 1 is safety. Reason number 2 is if you go too high with your elbow, you will hit your target, your elbow will keep going, so you will lose lots of power, right? So the solution to this is for both of those problems. 1, keep your thumb up, because you always want to make contact with these 2 knuckles, with your index and your middle finger, okay? So these 2. These are the hardest bones on your hand. And you want to protect your little finger and your thumb. So when you're punching this way, both are safe, okay? And your elbow is locked down, all right? So when you go here, you can try it, you can push somebody's hand. He actually made me do it. He made me push his hand this way with all the strength and power that I could. And then this way, See, the elbow stays down, so you transfer more power on your fist and not on your elbow and shoulder. And this can also injure your shoulder if you do this. If you hit something really hard and you keep going, you can rotate your shoulder in a bad way and hurt yourself. Okay? One more last thing maybe about the technique. What you don't want to do is go with your chest first, all right? So you'll see this sometimes too. If people want to go with too much power, what they will do, they will go this way, kind of pull the shoulder. You don't want to do this, right? Again, you're exposing yourself completely here. And if you hit something, okay, again, you can hurt your shoulder and you will actually lose power. It feels like you're going with more power, but at the end, the result will be completely different. You will lose power punching this way. So you want to push your shoulder in. Don't pull it behind you, okay? Uppercuts, kind of the same idea. Starting from your guard, again, what we don't want to do, we don't want to bring the elbow down and punch. You'll see this a lot with new people when they box. They throw uppercuts this way. They start from their hip and they punch up. You have to start from your face. You still have to punch up, but the same thing as with the hook. The moment your fist is leaving your face, you want to come in with your shoulder and protect yourself, right? And you're going to twist this wrist as you hit the target, and again, make contact with these two knuckles, all right? So you don't want to punch karate style this way. Some people do it in MMA and so. You can do it if you want. I don't suggest it, because if you hit somebody's chin with the little finger, you can hurt yourself again. So you want to twist your wrist. Try it on a target. You will see it will give you more torque. So as you touch your target, it's going to be much more impact. It's going to be a harder punch than just throwing a punch up this way, right? So the movement, when you're going up and down, make sure you don't bring your hand down this way. You don't pull your shoulder down, right? It's not this. It's just going here. So you want to pop your shoulder kind of up, right? And boom, hit the target. Again, the angle here on your elbow will depend on the distance. So again, some people punch straight up. That's, again, for Muay Thai, doesn't work. Because again, you're on a clinch distance and elbow distance. So it wouldn't make sense. You can do it. Of course, you can practice those, but we will not use them too much. So it's more kind of long boxing in Muay Thai, okay? You're on a longer distance. So jab across, that's almost like straight punches. Hooks and uppercuts, you open much more than in classic boxing, okay? So don't punch too tight. Make sure you open up more, okay? A lead uppercut, it's the same idea as with the lead hook. So you can just try to push from here with your hip, okay, and punch up. Or you can load this punch, you can charge it by twisting your shoulders first. So this shoulder will go back, looking from this side. Okay, you want to bring it back here. That can be a good technique if you want to fake a punch. Okay, you want to fake a punch with the right hand, and then you want to follow with the lead hand uppercut or hook. You can practice both of these techniques. Then your feet, it's always the same. Okay, you can pivot a little, not too much again. Don't expose your back. Don't get kicked in your back with your leg on the back of your leg. Okay, so hook, uppercut. Okay, everything comes from the hips and your legs. Okay. Okay guys, so we went over basic boxing for Muay Thai, so the straight punches, the jab, the cross, hooks, and uppercuts. I want to keep it really, really simple for now and not too long. So make sure you practice those and keep it really simple. Now you can make a mix of footwork and there's different punches. So I'd suggest just go one punch at a time. What I'm saying by that, don't do a double jab or double cross. Just keep it simple. Let's go, move on your feet. Boom, go like a jab cross, uppercut hook, jab cross, uppercut, right? Uppercut, hook. Mix it up. And when you guys shadow box, make sure you always look forward. Don't look on your feet. Okay? Keep your hips in, chin down, shoulders up. You remember the trick with those hand wraps? You can use a tennis ball to keep your chin down. Okay? And make sure you pivot. Don't always face the same direction. If you have a mirror, you can use it, but don't get used to it too much because you have to move in all directions. Okay? You can go up, just very simple punches, and don't look for speed and power. Just focus on technique for now. Speed and power get added after. If you're not sure if your technique is right, what I can suggest is use a camera, make a video of yourself when you're shadow boxing, and then you can go slow motion, you can go back and forth, you can compare yourself to other guys, to my videos, other people's videos. look at the mistakes you're making. You can send those videos to some coaches and, you know, get corrected. So right now we have no choice. We can't train with partners, right? So everything is done online. So make sure you work on that.